Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video I'll be introducing you to a great miniature maker I found online, and they produce some really cool models that are going to be just perfect for your fantasy themed tabletop skirmish games, but also your tabletop RPGs too. So let's head over to the table and I'll show you a nice selection of the models that they've sent out to me. So here's a really nice collection of miniatures sent to me by Master of Miniatures, and this isn't a paid video, but they did send me a bunch of models to share with you. Now I did buy some, and this is where I discovered them. I was looking for some Kenku cultists, and I found this awesome little set here, and they sent them along with this free model of a hare with a sword, which I thought was really cool. So I reached out to see if they wanted to send me some more models, because I was going to do a video just on those, but I thought if they wanted to send a selection, I could show you a lot more from their range and give you a good idea of what they do should you wish to add them to your collection. They kindly sent me out a fantastic selection of models, and we're playing with them in our D&D games and really enjoying them. They really are excellent, and so I'm looking forward to share with you and show you up close each one. And I also recently just bought this one to go in my Snotling Blood Bowl team, and I use him as an ogre, and so I proxy with that model, which I think fits in really well with the Snotling vibe. But here's the whole range, so let's get started and we'll have a look at them one at a time so you can get a real good close-up look at the details. So here's the Kenku cultists. Now I got these from my Chaos Space Marines to play in Warhammer 40k, and I was going to use them alongside one of the models there, and I think they fitted in really well. The size was great for that purpose as kind of cultists, so that was good. But now I'm going to be using them mostly in D&D games, and these are going to be some of the bad guys that my PCs are going to encounter along the way. But I just love the look of them. All four are so good. This one holding the book is just great. He doesn't want to look the wizard in the eye, he's just holding the book up for him. So I think these are going to fit in really nicely with an evil wizard of some kind. I'll put a link to their website down below so you can go and have a good look for yourself. There's tons of models on there, but one thing I really like about these models is that they're hand primed and highlighted, so they're ready to paint straight away. And another cool thing I like is that they always give credit to the artists that created the sculpts, and so I think that's fantastic, so I really appreciate that. And when I was talking to Art from Master of Miniatures, he was really keen to highlight that point, that it's really important to credit the artists who make these fantastic sculpts, so I can really get behind that. Now I paid $6.89 for my Kenku cultists, and you can get a discount if you buy 4 of them as well, but they've kindly given me a code to share with you, TSG20 off, and if you enter that you can save 20% off all of the prices on their website, and if you go for any multi-buy options this could be 40% off the total price, so you could really make some great savings. And I hope you use the code and have a look at their website because it really is excellent. Again, this isn't a paid video and I don't get any commission from sales, but I really like these products and I like the team behind it, so really happy to promote them and share what they do. Right, let's have a look at some more of the miniatures. So this is the one they sent for free when I actually bought the first cultists as a customer. So they didn't know who I was or the channel or anything. So they just popped this little one as in a free gift. And I thought this would be a perfect model to play in Burrows and Badgers. If you haven't heard of this game, this is a tabletop skirmish game that is really cool, really quirky, nostalgic look to the book. It's really got that nice old school vibe with the photos, the layout, the illustrations. And I did a review of this on my channel if you'd like to check it out, but a really fun little game that I think's worth a look. But a lot of the models on their website would certainly fit into this anthropomorphic game. Also, the cultists, I'm going to be using them in Weekend Warriors. This is a book I've written, the ultimate tabletop skirmish game to play with your kids. Miniature agnostic, genre agnostic. You basically design the game you want to play, learn the rules once and apply that to any genre. So this is going to be perfect for these. I could play them as a little warband, maybe pop in a wizard as well as the main bad guy, and then choose some other models to go up against them. I think that'll be great fun. Alright, here we got some more models now. These are the Gnolls, and they sent a set of 3 of these guys, and these are fantastic. So much cool detail. I love all the effect that it's got on the armour, the leather work, and the shoulder pads are really cool on these. I'll zoom in on one in a moment. But yeah, this guy looks good, the archer. So you can certainly imagine those as, there's the shoulder pad. Yeah, that looks great. So you can imagine these are 3 enemies you're going to come across maybe in the woods or the forest, something like that. when you're playing your RPG games, but also this would be great to put together as a little warband in a tabletop skirmish game, even proxy in models in games like Warcry, things like that. Then we're on to some of the main characters for your PCs in games like Dungeons and Dragons. And here's a bard. This guy looks mad. Such a cool model. Again, the detail's great. And I love the fact that it comes delivered, all assembled, and it's even primed and highlighted so you can get painting straight away, which is a huge bonus for me. And this is one of the models that we use in our game. My daughter uses this one. We don't even use them painted. I like the black and white effect. I think for a game like Dungeons and Dragons, when the emphasis really is on the imagination, having something to represent your character is fantastic. And any chance to bring in models is super fun. But going with the black and white theme, I think really fits in with that idea that they are just representations to move around on the table. And so if you wanted to have something colourful, that's great. But I think we're happy just using them like this. I think they work really well for that purpose. Here's an half orc, great looking model again. And then here's one that my son uses, the dwarf. This is his character in the game, smoking a pipe. He's got his foot on a head of a giant of some kind. He's just slain the beast, and now he's relaxing, maybe winding down a little bit with his pipe. But really fantastic model, bags of character, and great fun to play on the tabletop. Now here's a Fungus Ent that I bought from them, and I got this recently, just a week or two ago actually. Got him painted up, and again having it primed was brilliant because I could just go over it with some contrast paints, do a little bit of dry brushing, and I did the white dots with some of the new paints that was sent out to me by Duncan Rhodes, the Two Thin Coats brand. So I've got a few of them, 15 different colours to do a review video on, so I'll be doing that on the channel real soon. But that white was fantastic. I've been looking for a good white for a little while, and it's really good, so I can't wait to go through all the colours and share that with you soon too. Now we're on to some of the bigger models, and this is one of the monsters that Master of Miniatures sent out to me, and this guy's great. His face is so cool. It almost looks quite friendly, but I'm sure it'll be pretty scary once he opens his mouth and starts biting away. But really nice texture with the scales, all the spines there going down the back. The wings look good, and of course having all the bases already formed is a big step in getting everything ready. So having it already based, primed, highlighted, you just got to get straight in and paint it up. Then we've got a genie, another nice model to use there. Maybe you come across this somewhere, you find it, and then the genie pops out of the lamp, and maybe he's sinister, up to no good, who knows. But yeah, great model, and this would be a cool one to design a little encounter around and get him up close. You can just see how crisp this is. These are 3D printed using some really high quality resin, and I think you can tell, especially with models like this one. This one is so crisp, it's come out really well. And yeah, I love all the angles and just the sharpness of the model. Just really brilliant. And this will be a good one to do battle against as well. So this little collection you see here on the table is going to be perfect for all different games. But I think Dungeons and Dragons, it's crying out for some encounters to be written around these models. And that's something I love to do. Take a model and then write an encounter based on what you see. Here's a big model to go up against some construct of some kind, and this would be fun to have on the tabletop for sure. Again, black and white, I think just works really nicely. Just leave it as it is or paint it up if you wanted to, but I think this could work as maybe some kind of statue that comes to life, is animated, maybe again controlled by a wizard, maybe those Kenku cultists have got something to do with it, who knows, but this would be a really good one to get playing with. So much detail on this, really nice model, a good size as well. So you can see the range of size models they do is from very small right up to big ones like this. Then you've got one that's very familiar if you play Dungeons and Dragons. This is an Owlbear with a huge rock there that he's standing on. Real formidable looking model. And again, this would be a fierce one to come across with your party and do battle against. And, you know, no reason not to use this in other games too. Certainly not just for D&D. I can think of a great skirmish game that this model would fit in, and all the monster models actually that we've seen in this video would fit in really well with. And that game is Brutality. You may have seen me cover this on the channel a few times. This is by Scott Wainwright. Great game, and it comes with a bestiary and gauntlet mode book, which I think is perfect. A lot of these models, and certainly from their website, you could probably find all of them in here. And so that would be a great way to get hold of the models. Here you go, you've got the different fungus guys there. So that model there, perfect, right away, is going to fit in with the fungus monster. So I love that. And yeah, all sorts in here. A really nice collection of monsters. So if you can get models to represent them, I think that would be brilliant. So now we've gone through the selection of models that they've sent out to me. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at these and seeing something a little bit different. I'm always on the lookout for new models, model creators, and I really love the fact that they not just sell the printed models, but they also really credit the designers. I think that's a really big deal. And so, yeah, really happy that they do that. And just a great bunch of guys. Highly recommend it. When you get them delivered, the packaging is excellent. They're well protected and they come pretty quick as well. So it doesn't take long to get the products you've ordered. And then being able to use them in all different miniature agnostic games, so like some of the ones we've covered here, Dungeons and Dragons, even proxying them for your Warhammer games, I think is a good way to go. I'll put a link down below that will take you to their website where you can see all the different models that they do. There's so many on there, hundreds of models for all different types, so I'm sure you'll find something there that you'll like. Have a look for the code down below as well. It'll be in the description and the comment section, so you can save 20% on whatever you order. And if you get some of the packages they've put together as the multi-buys, then that could go up to 40%. So you're going to get a nice saving, and that code's going to last all the way through December 2022 and January 2023. And I believe if you get in quick, you'll still be in time for a Christmas delivery too. A huge thanks again to Art and the team at Muster of Miniatures and for sending these out for me to share with you here on the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing these different models, and I think for the price they're well worth giving it a go and adding to your collection. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did like it, please hit the like button down below, subscribe for more videos like this one, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. A big thanks to Tabletop Star for supporting the channel this month. Check out their website, the link's down below in the description. This is a great place to meet people in your area who like to play games as much as you do. So really awesome idea. And of course, a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for being there right from the beginning, helping me to keep going with these daily videos. If you'd like to join the Patreon supporters, that link's in the description there down below too. I'd love to see you there.